So recently it's come to my attention that there's now a Hello Neighbor 3 coming out, which is just fucking mind-boggling since I thought Hello Neighbor 2 wasn't done yet. I mean, seriously, what happened to this guy? I mean, am I missing something? Keep in mind, I platinumed Hello Neighbor 2 and it felt like a half-baked experience. It took me like 3 hours to beat the whole game. And throughout the playthrough, the amount of bugs I've encountered is just unreal. And just going on YouTube alone and looking up glitches for this game, the whole page is just filled with like tips and tricks with using glitches to beat the game. That's not a good look. Well, what's the point of me making this video? Well, let me show you why I'm making this video. What in the fuck? I mean, just reading the first bullet, like, this is guaranteed to just fuck up in some way, because there's just no way that your game is, like, the whole selling point is that it has this AI that learns from your mistakes and gets smarter over time, when literally that this is the AI. Yeah, keep in mind that this was just one AI. From what I'm, like, understanding from this game, it's kind of like a whole complex of just, like residents and NPCs you can interact with, kind of like with the second game. And it makes no sense. Like, I'm not convinced because, like I said, they couldn't get the fundamental AI down for the main character, like the Mr. Peterson. He was the main character, and they fucked up the AI to a point of, like, it's not really a stealth horror game anymore. It's just a shitty platforming just kid game, like kind of like Tower of Hell on Roblox. I mean, also not to mention the godforsaken fucking physics in the game, but that's besides the point. And all this to say, the reason why I'm making this video, besides just shitting on it, is that there were so many empty promises made throughout the whole timeline of this game, to a point where it's just reading this, like all these like new AI come into the game and everything, it just feels so fake now. It just feels like they're running low on money and they need, oh, there's our IP again, let's just pull out another shitty fucking game from it. Because keep in mind, I don't know if you guys knew this, but there were like 3 other like side games with this franchise. There's Secret Neighbor, which is completely dead now. That game's completely dead. There's Hide and Seek, which I think was an okay game. Expand on the lore of Hello Neighbor to an extent. But then there's like Hello Engineer, which is like, okay, what does this have to do with the main game? Then there's VR, which I think is cool. I haven't played it myself, but I think it's pretty cool. But then we got the TV show. There's apparently 2 seasons of that, which I have not seen at all. And I also looked at their channel. There's a movie like in the works right now, which I think, honestly, I think it looks pretty cool so far because they got the same writer that was on FNAF 1, the FNAF 1's movie. But like I said, I feel like it just comes down to them going back to their same IP when they're getting low on like money, because like it's kind of like, I want to compare it to Ubisoft, but like they always go back to the same IP. They always go back to Hello Neighbor. They always go back to Assassin's Creed. I mean, maybe I'm making a shitty comparison, but that's just what it feels like right now with Tiny Build. So if I was a Tiny Build like developer making, Hello Neighbor 3, I would honestly just go back to the drawing board with everything, because obviously it's been a complete disaster. And I would honestly just start back with the roots of Hello Neighbor. What was the game about? A sandbox? Yeah. But the main part about it is that it was scary. It was a scary game. Well, I wouldn't say scary in the sense of like out shit your pants terrifying, but like it had an ominous feel to it. And even back then with all of, like the old lore and all the old mysteries, especially MatPat's videos, like the something like the neighbor is actually like the devil in disguise or something. It's a pretty ominous game, especially like the atmosphere of the game, especially like walking into the house for the first time and like hearing that drone over you. And seeing the red door in the pre-alpha, it had like a very, very ominous feeling to it of what you're getting yourself into. And with saying all that, I really believe bringing back the old art style for Hello Neighbor would be a great addition. I mean, not only that it looks better, I mean, in my opinion, it looks a lot better than what the slop is now, but I think it really sets the mood for the game. Because just looking at the new art style, and like if you're like playing it for the first time and like going into it, you're gonna think, oh, this is just a kid's game. This is just not gonna be scary, and it really isn't. It's just, like I said, it's just a platforming, just piece of crap. But going back to like the pre-alpha, or even watching the announcement trailer for that, if anyone remembers that, the announcement trailer for the game, the art style, it really sells what the game was supposed to be about, which was what the hell is in this guy's basement. The next thing I would do was just bring back the old elusive story to the game. Not in a sense where like everything gets dumped to you in one game, aka hide and seek, of like just the lore of it. I do think they were doing something really good back in the day during like the pre-alpha, alpha 1 days, when it was just like there was little teasers around the area you're at, like, you know, the mailbox had like a Bible verse in it which told you a little bit of the story. I think stuff like that really sells the atmosphere and sells the storytelling in a sense, not just where it's like a lore dump like in hide and seek was. I do think I wouldn't say it flowed a lot better, but it just felt a lot more natural than what was given to us. But knowing Tiny Build, they wouldn't do that though, because I guarantee you the whole reason why the story came out what it was because of just how big the game got. I mean, if you just look at like just what they were tweeting, map, like that infamous tweet that they did the map pack, like, oh, we can't wait for the next update for the lore drop. I think that kind of just solidified with the game of what the game pretty much became. All in all, I do think if Tiny Build just took a step back and just flowed with their environment, and in a sense of like just take your time with the game and just don't rush it. But yeah, that's all I have to say about the issue at hand. This is my first commentary video, so if my words might be slurred, that's just how I speak. I'm trying to get better at that. But if you guys like this content, if you want to see me make more videos like this, please do give a like and subscribe. I do really appreciate that. And yeah, thank you guys for watching.